I'm Fred Ogola. I'm a director at TBS. I'm a partner consultant. So this is one of the series that TBS is going to use to predict some of the things that happens in the Kenyan economy. Because I'm an expert in predictive analysis, strategic decision making, I just want to weigh into what Kenyans are seeing as an impending decision by the president and his team on whether they are going to reverse all the easing of measures against Covid-19. I've just had a coffee with a friend of mine who says that he's rushing back to Kapsabet so that if he's locked down in Kapsabet, but not in Nairobi, because he enjoys working from there, he's homely, the weather is great and the rest. I've also seen some circulation going on, which we have not yet confirmed whether it's true or not, that the president is constituting a committee that will review the measures that were eased by the state against Covid-19, given that the number is rising. So what do I want to do here today? I want to give you 5 points for easing these measures, or 5 points against easing these measures. So the first point is a point to try to illustrate why the president will not consider toughening the measures, but just allow Kenyans to live their life as we've been having for the last few weeks. The first is, the president cannot take us for a lockdown because he has no budget. Simply said, it costs billions of money. Actually, I told you before in an earlier clip that it costs more than the Kenyan budget to lock down Kenyans for 14 days. It costs like the Kenyans' annual budget, which is now 2.1 trillion to lock Kenyans. So he has no such a budget. The second thing, our numbers are not bad without lockdown. So why should we lock down and our numbers have not gone very badly compared to countries that lock down like South Africa? Our numbers is not very bad. So why do we need to lock down? That point shows the president will not lock Kenyans down. Now, the other question is, will the president ease, or if you like, reverse the secessional movement of inter-county? This point says no. The cost of reversing any right given is very high. First of all, when someone gives you a right and takes away, it's better than if they don't give you at all. So when the president said, let's go back to business, let's start moving, let's start to open the economy slowly. Some businesses have started setting up things, they have put up money. Like for example, you've seen people are saying gyms can now open. People have set up so much money to be able to come back to business. Airlines should be flying from first week of August. Airports have invested money. Airlines have invested money. If they are being told again you cannot do anything, and they have invested the little money they were saving so that they can actually be able to weather the storm, that's so painful and as equivalent to all other businesses. So this is one reason why the president may not reverse this move. The fourth point is that the virus has penetrated all the 47 counties. Actually, the virus has penetrated 45 counties. So it's no longer a measure to do inter-county cessation of movement to reduce the penetration of virus in all counties, because the virus is already in all counties. So locking down Nairobi against all other counties does not make sense, because with or without that cessation of movement, virus has reached the 45 counties and soon will be in 47 counties. The fifth reason why I'm saying the measures will remain as they are, Kenyans are not abiding citizens, law-abiding citizens. So whatever the president says, he's the only one keeping them, if at all. For instance, the only one measure all Kenyans have kept very well is to buy a mask. Remember, mark my words, buy a mask, not put on. I'm sorry, I'm also not putting on but because I'm socially distanced in this clip. But Kenyans are only buying a mask, but they are not putting it on. So any measure you put, if they cannot just wear a mask, whatever you do, they are not abiding. I see people walk so closely to the point of nearly holding each other. When they reach the supermarket, then they start socially distancing. Somebody with his wife in a car, or carried some people in the car. when they reach a public space, then they start socially distancing. As if inside the car, the COVID cannot spread, but it can only spread in the supermarket. So what I'm trying to say is that because of that, why do you waste time if you have tough-headed people who cannot abide to your measures? So those are reasons why measures will remain as they are. Now, what are some of the considerations that could make the president actually do the opposite? Toughen the measures. One, others have been able to have lockdown without a budget. So not having a budget is not an argument. I will just lock down, I don't care how you're going to eat. The second point why he may actually reverse these measures and make it tougher is that we want to reduce infection. Even if we are doing better than other countries, we want to do much better. So to perform better, let's make the measures stronger. The third point where the president may be able to reverse these measures is that the president just wanted us people, because you see, lockdown is only successful if you give people by surprise. So that's why it was a surprise that it starts immediately. Now, the president may put these measures back because he just wanted those who are complaining, I was caught up in this area, I was caught up in that area. Now you have gone to where you feel you are at home. Now we will lock down so that you don't complain you are caught off guard. That's another point. That's the third point. The fourth point why the measures may be strong is that even if Kenyans are not keeping these rules, there is so-called what is called PR with international donors, to show international donors that Kenya is in bad shape, the president is concerned, therefore money should flow. And this money is only going to him. And the fifth point is the lockdown is going to be forceful. So even if you don't abide by the laws, we are going to enforce them, and this time they may actually introduce an economic penalty so that people can feel the lockdown in their pocket. So having said the 5 points for and against, let me take a stance. What is the president likely going to do? The president is just likely to come back and re-emphasize personal responsibility to fight COVID-19. But he won't commit himself in either side. He will just tell you guys, know what, the virus out there, be careful, let us be reasonable, let us be responsible, let us keep each other safe and keep the economy safe. Thank you very much.